Today we're going to test every bait deck in Clash Royale. Alright guys, starting things off with our first bait deck of today, we have this Mega Knight Miner bait deck. It hasn't been as popular in recent metas, but I think it's still a really solid deck overall, and it does teach you a lot about bait and how to combo your opponents well and just build up really good chain sequences, which you need to succeed with bait decks. So it's quite a good deck. It's been quite good for quite a while, but Mega Knight's just not the most popular thing right now, so this deck probably works really well at some trophy ranges, so based on what you face, it could be a really good deck, or maybe just an average deck. I'm going to go for my bats here behind the Mega Knight. This deck actually has a lot of ways to bait spells. I mean, not only do we have a bunch of spammy bait cards, but then we also have the Inferno Dragon, which can bait out like a Zap and stuff like that, and we have a lot of different things we can do. I'm going to go for my Spear Gobs here to distract his mini Pekka. He actually does predict them, but we have a Goblin Gang, so I don't think he has any way to deal with that. And Skelly does get a tower connection. I could have actually added Evo Mega Knight, because I think this guy might have Giant Graveyard, and it would be kind of nice to have Evo Mega Knight for defense, but I decided to put the Inferno Dragon up in here. Yeah, so he does go for the Giant. I think I just have to let the Witch go and then just Inferno Dragon. Wait, he actually might ability. Wait, no, is he going to ability? Okay, luckily he doesn't ability, guys. I guess he knew that my Spear Goblins and Bats probably would have taken him out if he tried to go for that ability. They would have taken out the Giant regardless, so gonna be a little bit of damage right here. This guy's probably gonna pull out a Graveyard soon, though. Wait, look at the Skelly Barrel! That is some great damage. We get all of the damage back that we just kind of had to give up a little bit ago. I'm just gonna go for the Mega Knight right here, guys. I feel like this guy definitely can break through with the right sequence, but I feel like if we bait him properly, we force out his spells on our Skelly Barrel and stuff, he's going to struggle to get the cards he needs at the right time. I don't know how he's going to defend. Oh, he goes for the mini Pekka. Forgot about that. Alright, I'm just going to get a Monitor the back right here, and Bats will finish this out. Zap is going to kill all these skeletons. He has to play something for these Bats here, otherwise they will just take a lot of the tower. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do here is just Inferno Drag up high. He may pop the Giant ability, but if he does, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, he actually doesn't pop it. I feel like if he popped the ability there, he would have just lost the left side tower, so he was smart enough not to. Oh, no, the Evo Snowball, but he didn't hit the Mega Knight, though. I low-key feel like if he hit the Mega Knight there, he actually could have got a lot of damage, but instead we're just defending easily, and Skelly Barrel might actually take most of this left side tower. The Vines aren't going to be enough to defend, so he has to try to do something. He might just go in for a Giant soon, though, so I gotta watch out. Ooh, he does catch the Miner. Okay, guys, stuff is looking a little bit dicey right now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know about that Giant from him, because that will get damage, but I feel like just not enough damage to win him the game. He has to deal with the Inferno Dragon here, then, you know, he just doesn't have enough spells to take care of everything. This guy had no arrows in his deck either, he put Divines, so he just can't stop our bait. Excuse me? What's with this guy's name? Ian78? Interesting. Okay, well, we're playing probably, guys, the lowest skill bait deck in history right now. We have this Hyperbait deck, which, if you want a low skill deck, man, that has a really high success rate, this is definitely the deck for you. This deck is literally just like pure spam, and just abusing the Evo Skarmy pretty much is what it is. We can actually get a nice Skarmy plus Vines here. It's not going to hit the Inferno Dragon. Oh, no, it does hit the Inferno Dragon. Wow, that was a great Vines. The Vines is so good in this deck, guys, because not only does it pull stuff to the ground so you can defend air better, but it also can stun stuff up last second. So if you have like a Skelly Barrel or a Bush on the tower, you just go for the Vines sometimes and catch your opponent off guard. And you have just a lot of ways to catch your opponents off guard and just swarm them when they're not ready, pretty much is how this deck works. I'm going to go for the Bush here. Hopefully the Bowler doesn't hit it too early. The Bowler might end up splashing it by accident, but hopefully it doesn't. Okay, looks like it's not going to. And the Skelly King's actually going to tank here. We can even go for the Vine spell to get more damage. And also we're going to kill, like, this whole Bowler. Bro, that Bush just took half this guy's tower. Okay, more than half of his tower, as a matter of fact. Also, guys, one thing you may have noticed is that I was really not going for my Skelly Barrels too much. And the reason why is because when you play the Skelly Barrel on offense, when they have Tornado, they can just NATO it to the King Tower. Okay, he's going to get a couple Loon hits here, but I'm going to go for my Evo Skelly Barrel. He doesn't have NATO in cycle now, so he's not really going to do much about this, I feel like. I don't know what he's going to do. That Knight is not going to be enough. Oh, he goes for the Bar Barrel, but we still get damage, and we could go for a Bush here. With his Knight and Bar Barrel out of cycle, Literally the only thing he can do right now is to go for a bowler, so I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit Skarmy other lane just to force out some elixir since he's going to bowler. And he's going to go for something here, so I'm just going to Vines. Okay, we don't hit anything. Okay, he goes for a freeze spell, guys. This deck is toxic, I'm telling you, man. It forces your opponents to do things that they don't want to be doing. I'm just going to get a barrel on this side just so he can maybe Baby Dragon there. Yeah, exactly, that's perfect. And guys, now we have our Evo Skarmy, which is really, really powerful. Okay, I'm going to go for it here since he wasted the Bar Barrel. And then I can even go for a Skelly Barrel as well. No, the General's gonna die! Oh, I was a little bit slow on my Vine spell. We're gonna get a nice ability here, though. He goes for a Freeze. But you can see we just keep on tickling this guy's toes to the point that he literally just can't go for a balloon push because he's just constantly defending instead of actually getting a single attack down. I'm gonna get a Skarmy this other lane, and then he plays the Barbarian Barrel, which means that I think our Skelly Barrel might just take like the majority of his tower right now. It's gonna get a connection here. Hopefully we get a bit of damage. Okay, he goes for the freeze. I actually have no direct damage except vines, so I gotta watch out a little bit still, but I think we should be pretty good to go, guys. Yeah, gonna vines late here. As long as that Skelly Barrel connects, that's gonna take us the win. Good game. So right now, guys, we're actually running some Mortar Bait. Mortar Bait finished #1 in the world a couple months ago, but I think with the Hero Giant becoming really popular, it made it a little bit harder to run this deck because you kind of would prefer to have a building that attacks back against stuff against the Giant, because the Mortar just sometimes isn't enough. But I think this deck could still work well. You just need to have really perfect interactions and plays to succeed with it in this meta, I feel like. I'm going to go for my Mortar kind of early. Get it, you know, to start shooting on the Sparky, hopefully. Okay, he does play the Giant, but I think our Mortar's still going to get some decent splash here, which is good. This is kind of bad, though. Mortar. Okay, Mortar shot there. But I can't deal with this mini Pekka, dude. Okay, we do block it. It's still on my tower? Okay, hopefully my Skelly Barrel can do something, man. Otherwise, I'm kind of cooked here. He does go for the Wizard. That's actually going to be a lot of damage, though. Wait, guys, that's actually not the worst. Okay, we don't take his tower or something, but it is fairly low, so we could probably take it down with, like, a Skelly Barrel or two, and then maybe a Fireball or something like that. So we do actually have a chance here still in this match, luckily. I might even get, like, a Bridge Dart Goblin, but I guess we'll see. Oh my gosh, bro. Of course. Of course. Come on, minions, please deal with that mini Pekka. Not the Evo Sap. Oh, nice, the Mortar helped out a little bit. Mortar did not do that good of a job, but at least we saved our tower of the King variety. I may have to play my Evo Skelly Barrel, guys, for his tower right here. I think I do. He's definitely going to try to defend the Knight. Yeah, so I'm just going to make sure we take it down. I don't think there's any way he's defending the Skelly Barrel, right? Wait, he's actually defending? Okay, I'm just going to Fireball, guys. I think I just have to try to go for double Fireball here to win, hopefully. Gonna get this down, get a Skelly Barrel. Okay, bro. Nice, we blocked the Heal Spirit there. So our minions are gonna go kind of ham right now. Bro, those minions are actually clearing his stuff up right now, guys. Look at that. Nice, we can even go in for a Mortar Evolution as well. He's in a bit of a pickle. Okay, I guess the Wizard will kind of bail him out. Oh, nice, the Barbell kind of reset the Wizard targeting right there. Wait, we can go for the ability to pull something away. Nice! Come on, Skelly Barrel! Okay, I was hoping we'd mess up his spell timing there by popping that ability. Didn't quite work out, but we're alive at least. The fact that he has arrows and Heal Spirit and everything, though, is kind of messing me up. Oh, nice, the Heal Spirit didn't heal up the mini Pekka there. It just distracted it only. He's probably going to go for a Wizard here. No, he doesn't. He goes for a Sparky. Okay, there's the late Wizard. I guess I'll just get this down kind of early. Probably need to get like a good Bar Barrel and then Fireball. That's the only hope, I think. Okay, that's a nice Mortar shot that we got there. Knight, you kind of just ignored the whole Giant right there. Okay, Knight gets on the tower. Nice! That's a good couple hits right there, guys. That's good damage. Gonna just get our Dart Goblin down low here, then I guess we just bar barrel. That should kill the mini Pekka tank for the wizard. We're playing so well right now, man. I can't believe I'm actually surviving. Dude, I feel like this matchup is so bad, guys. I'm really surprised I'm actually almost alive. I'm still down and stuff, obviously, but, like, I'm kind of alive right now. Oh, gosh, that wizard. Dude, that dreadful wizard. At least we're gonna kill everything here. Oh, no! Oh! Next up, guys, we are playing Three Musketeers bait, and Three Musketeers does have a lot of variations these days. Some are more baity than others. Some are, you know, just abusing the broken Three Musketeers themselves without really having much bait. But a lot of the Three Musketeers decks have either, like, Fireball or Big Spell bait. Like, for example, this deck, we have the Pump, we have the 3M to bait big spells with the Pump, and then just get a lot of value out of the 3M. And then also, we have some small spell bait in the Minion Horde and the Goblin Gang. And also, a lot of the time, people use small spells on the Musketeers because, for example, like a Fireball doesn't kill Three Musketeers. You need to have, like, arrows or a log with that to kill them. So, yeah, a lot of the time, people want to play their small spells, too. We can actually get a nice Minion Horde here. He's probably going to get a really good Knight ability, but I feel like we're going to have a massive counter push. Wait, this guy's in trouble. Bro, what is this guy thinking? He's going to have to, like, what, Fireball that or something? I don't know exactly what his deck is, to be honest. But he has to respond to the Horde, and then also this Battle Ram now is going to get in there. Oh my gosh, he just lost most of his tower. I mean, that's pretty nice. Yeah, and then we have our Hero Ice Golem as well in this deck now, which I think is going to be a pretty nice buff to it. Yeah, the Hero Ice Golem should really help this deck counter these heavy beatdown decks like Giant and Golem and stuff. I'll get my Pump down in the back for now and just see what he's going to try to do about it. Okay, we can Ice Golem kite this away. Oh, one of the guards didn't go. Okay, I'm just going to get a gang down. He actually might take my tower here. I'm going to try to get a late miner. Okay, luckily he didn't pop the Knight ability very quick. That was a really slow Knight ability. He low-key could have taken a lot of my tower there if he was a little bit quicker. The Ram might get in there before he can get anything for it, guys. Okay, he gets a very late bowler. Ram still gets a connection, though, for a little bit of damage, and the one Barb gets in there as well. Just gonna zap here, then I guess I could go for the Horde. He's probably gonna delivery onto it, but still gets value just killing that bowler. And then I'm just gonna get 3M down here as well. I gotta be really careful of this Knight that he's probably gonna try to get down soon, though. Okay, I'm gonna play my gang here. I don't think he has too much to kill this Goblin Gang, so that should be more than enough to stop this. Then we just go for Ice Golem for defense. Oh yeah, these 3M are cooking it up. We can even Evo Ram other side. This deck has such good double lane pressure, and yeah, this guy's already calling the good game. There's really no chance for him. Now, guys, we're playing good old classic Logbait with the Hero Knight, so yeah, let's see how we do with it. I noticed even Riley and a lot of the other best bait players, they haven't really been using this version too much recently. I feel like it always comes back here and there, though, so we'll see if we can find a way to make it work. There's a lot of beatdown going around like Giant and stuff like that, so I'm assuming Inferno Tower actually could be really good, so maybe we can actually end up making something work. This guy has Inferno Dragon and Fireball, so okay, it's gonna be Lava Hound. Pretty happy I have Inferno Tower here. Whew. Man, guys, I'm all pumped up right now today, man. I bench pressed 300 pounds for the first time today. Just last week I bench pressed 290 pounds, and that felt like my max, but then today I just did 300. What was that miner? Guys, I think he was trying to predict my princess. That was like the goofiest miner of all time. Bro, he was trying so hard to predict my princess there. That is funny. I wonder if this guy's gonna have balloons since he has the miner. I mean, he could have both maybe, but sometimes they just have lava miner decks with no balloon. It is sometimes safer to run no balloon, because even though with no balloon you have a bit less offense, you have a lot better defense usually, and just a little bit more control instead of having to just try to go for like lava first place. Yeah, so it's definitely not going to be balloon, otherwise he would not have Goblin Curse. I could try to go for a nice Evo barrel. His minions are going to walk up a little bit, so I think our barrel's going to get a lot of damage. I'll even Princess up high. I'm actually going to Knight ability to pull away the guards. Nice! Nice. I didn't know what he would play there, honestly, guys, but I knew he would play something, and yeah, that worked out quite well. Oh, I played the log a bit too late. I think my Princess might have died anyways, though, to be fair. Guys, I'm just going to go for the Knight plus barrel. I actually really like the Hero Knight in bait. It feels so nice sometimes just to pull away the units from those goblins. those squishy goblins. He might try to go for like another miner or something, or maybe he'll fireball, but let's see. Okay, yeah, he goes for the miner. This time he luckily does not completely fail the prediction, but he still didn't kill my princess. So, yeah, that's a good defense. I'm already going to start going for the other side tower. He's probably going to have to respond to that. Otherwise, he's going to lose. Okay, he goes for the Inferno Dragon evolution. I got to really be careful of that, guys. I think the only way I lose right now is from the Evo Inferno Dragon. That's really the only way I'm probably going to lose. Guys, I have to be careful. No, okay. Yes, he tried to predict my gang there, man. Good thing I didn't go for it in the spot that he wanted me to. Dude, that was the only other way I could lose there, guys, is going for a gang into a Goblin Curse. Okay, he's going to get a lot of damage here. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, please don't get a curse really quickly. Okay, no, he can't even get that many goblins anyways, even if he goes for a curse. It's a little bit too late. A little bit close to end things out, but we do take the win. Alright guys, next up we're running some Prince Bait, and I feel like this deck kind of disappeared from the meta after Heroes became really popular, but I feel like it could still work because Prince and a lot of the cards in this deck are pretty good now. Like, also Dark Goblin is quite good. Also, I think his mini Pekka's dead here. Nice, good counter. We could just get the Bridge Dark Goblin going. It feels like there's a lot less log in the meta, which I guess has helped Logbait quite a bit, even though some of the other things, or some of the other changes in the meta have not helped it, like Heroes. Because you can't really run any Heroes in Bait, except maybe like Knight or something, but I feel like Knight isn't even that broken of a hero compared to some of the others. I mean, I guess it can be kind of broken at times, but it's nothing like too insane. Okay, just get the Wizard down here. I'm trying to think what this guy's playing. It might be a Sparky deck, actually. Some people run this deck with like a Spirit over the Rocket for a better cycle, but it's going to be nice to have the Rocket here for sure if it's Sparky. He does go for the Heal Spirit trying to predict something, and the ability there as well, but that ability really did nothing. They nerfed the Mini Pekka ability a bit, so it's only 30% healing now, which is still pretty good for it in tight situations. It could get like an extra hit or two, but most of the time it isn't as crazy as before. We're going to get our barrel down because he played the NATO, so we don't really have to worry about anything. Zap is not going to always be enough. He's going to pretty much always take a bit of damage. He's ignoring the Goblin Gang, guys, so I think he might try to just go all in with like a Giant pretty soon. I'm going to be ready to defend. I mean, I guess we could just go for a Dark Goblin, the bridge. He's now going for the Giant in the back, so this is where we just got to have a really good defense. I guess I'll get the Princess opposite lane early, just to snipe down like a Wizard or something if he goes for it, and then I think we just get Prince, maybe even, you know, our Rocket and stuff like that if we need it for something. But yeah, I don't see this guy actually breaking through here. Wait, he does pop the Giant ability, so I guess we could just go for the Rascals, and then the Prince kills the Mini Pekka, so we don't have to worry about that. He's going to get a little bit of damage here, but honestly nothing to write home about. I don't think he's going to take my tower. Honestly, I'm just going to go in. He can't defend. Okay, wait, my Dark Goblin died! No, my Dark Goblin actually died. Is he gonna zap? Okay, wait, one Goblin is alive, though. I'm gonna log here so that Mini Pekka dies. Giant actually might take my tower, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That Dark Goblin kind of sold me. I was just, like, trying to already go for his second tower, then the Dark Goblin just died there. I thought it would stay alive. I'm gonna get Rascals the Pocket to distract. Maybe a little bit aggressive on the Rascals, but hopefully I can stay alive still. Mini Pekka does die here, so we just gotta focus on defending the Giant, which he might try to play soon. This guy literally has not played Sparky. Yeah, there's the Sparky. I knew he had it this whole time. Sometimes they can go the whole game without playing Sparky when they're facing a Rocket deck. Wait, he missed the Vines! He's gonna, like, what, zap here? Okay, that got no damage, actually. I need to cycle to my Rocket ASAP, guys, but yeah, if we get the Rocket down, that's game over. He tries to go for a cool ability and stuff, but that's only gonna get, like, one hit, so we do take the win, and this deck does still work, it feels like. Now, the next deck that we're going to be playing here, guys, is Recruits, which is a Fireball Bait deck. We have the Fireball Bait in the Flying Machine, the Zappies, the Piggies, and even the Recruits themselves can sometimes be a bit of a big spell bait, like, you know, they can bait out Poison and stuff like that, along with a lot of other cards in our deck, so this deck does work quite well as a bait deck. Our opponent does have Piggies as well, but maybe going to be like Piggies Earthquake or something like that. I'm going to just get aggressive Recruits down here kind of early, because I feel like there's no reason not to. He just played his Piggies, so he's probably not going to do too much about it. Hopefully he doesn't get his King up off the E-Spirit. Okay, luckily it does die. E-Spirit's like one of the few spirits that you just want to die. Otherwise, it can sometimes mess you up if it doesn't, and just give them a king activation. He gets his cannon here, but we're just gonna arrows, and I don't think we're gonna get any damage, but we're gonna just cycle to our Evo recruits, which is kind of nice. Guys, sometimes you just play your early recruits, not really expecting any damage, but you just wanna, yeah, get to that evolution. That's what's important. Barbaro is gonna force out something here from him, which is good as well. And then we just have Cage if he goes in for piggies. If he goes for split piggies, we can always recruits, but yeah, if it's same lane piggies, I'll probably just get my Cage down or something. Actually, maybe I will just Zappies the back and then get recruits down in front, because I feel like he spent a lot. Okay, he goes for the queen. I don't really want to play my recruits too early, guys, otherwise we can't really touch this queen, so what I'm going to do is just go for the Goblin Cage setup now, and then I'll try to get recruits right on top of the Archer Queen. There's not too much that he's going to do about this, so I think we're looking good. Gonna just get my E-Spirit first, I might as well cycle it. Wait, we can go for the recruits right now, because he has to deal with this brawler behind this. So then we can just go for the flying machine as well. He might get a fat delivery. Can't really stop that. Yeah, he gets a big delivery. And the Evo cannon as well. But because he wasted that and the delivery, I think our piggies are going to get quite a lot of value right here. He doesn't actually go for the queen ability, it looks like. But that's going to be damage for me now because of that. And we can just go for the split Zappies. It's pretty much always good to split them just so that way they don't get like an easy log earthquake or whatever on them. He goes for the EQ here on my Cage, but EQ is just not that good against Goblin Cage. Okay, guys, I think he's going to probably get a really good delivery on the left side, maybe, unless he goes for it on my flying machine. But if he does play his delivery, he can't stop my Evo Pigs. He's going to probably delivery, right? Yeah, he goes for the delivery, but now we have our Evo Piggies. He gets the cannon down, but that's just not going to do that much. We get nice arrows, and the piggies are on the tower. Flying machine does get on the tower as well, but he barely is going to survive. But you could see we're just getting so much chip damage, just like baiting his spells, you know? Like we're baiting the delivery on our recruits, and then we're getting really good pigs. We're just completely destroying this guy right now. Yeah, his pigs are not going to do that much damage or anything. If he goes for a cannon, we're just going to flying machine. I guess I'll just go for piggies first and then flying machine after. He still has to go for the cannon, I think. Yeah, he gets the Evo cannon, but it's fine. He has to do something about these piggies. Recruits are going to kill the whole Archer Queen. Flying Machine is getting in there a little bit. It's not going to get countered here. Okay, goes for the cannon. I don't have much direct damage here, guys, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to take the last bit of his tower, actually. Wait, this could get a little bit annoying. This might get really annoying, as a matter of fact. I'm just going to piggies here and just maybe try to, like, arrow cycle or something. I don't really know what else I can do. Man, my piggies are not going to get through his defense, I feel like. Wait, look at the left side, though. Wait, he's actually going to lose his whole tower. Wait, this guy, wait, he just lost his whole tower.